So how do photography buyers find photographers? Welcome to White House Studios and my photography business channel. My name is Rosh, and this video is about how photography buyers find photographers. And I have a list here of about 12 things that I think are important today for you to consider. There are a lot of different ways in which photography buyers find photographers. Some are traditional, some are not. Some you very well may have never thought of before. One thing that I've learned through the years is that you must be strategic to get your work in front of the right photography buyers. And another thing, you usually have to combine multiple strategies to get the job done. Another thing that I've learned is there's one thing you must do if you're going to make all of these strategies work. It doesn't matter which strategy you use, you have to do this one thing. And I'll talk about it after this list. One thing I know some photography buyers do is go to museums and galleries to find new photographers. They're always looking for new blood, and quite often many of these people are very social and they want to meet photographers in person and mingle with other photographers who may not be showing their work, but they know that those photographers will be there. So there are two things you can get out of this. Go to openings and support other photographers. You never know who you might meet. And also invite the people you want to know you to your photography events. Next is search engine optimization. Yes, it's still important today. You need to have a good website. Photo buyers go to photographers' websites to check them out. Now, the thing is, you need to have that website well optimized so the search engines know how to rank it for your region and style of work. There are a lot of things you can do, and I have a number of videos on search engine optimization. However, it's important for you to have a clean, easy to view website that's easy to navigate. Poor navigation is one of the biggest complaints of photo buyers. And don't forget about Google image search. I know a lot of photography buyers who use Google to find new imagery. Another thing you can do to develop awareness of your photography is to go old school and create beautiful prints, even frame prints, and give them away. Give them away to prominent people in your community or people in the industry that you want to target. Who do you want to know you? Wouldn't it be interesting if someone just ran across your work in a friend's home and a conversation started when you aren't even there? Prints can be a great way to develop awareness of your work. Encourage people to put them in high traffic places. Instagram is still a popular place for photo buyers to find new talent, and I highly recommend you have an active Instagram account and be active on other people's work. You have to be engaged on Instagram for Instagram to work for you. So you need to post regularly, you need to comment on other people's images or videos regularly, you need to be out there. And this is true in all social media. Develop a social media platform, channel build a channel that you're comfortable with. Now it could be Facebook, it could be Pinterest, as well as Instagram or YouTube. The key is that people still look for photographers for their weddings, for their businesses on all sorts of social media. Don't forget about the people of your past or your peers, people you've worked for, people you've worked with. Keep in touch with these people through the years. Follow up with them. Check and see how they're doing. Quite often, photo buyers are looking for recommendations. And if you are fresh in people's minds, you have a better chance of getting that recommendation for your photography. Always have a well-designed leave behind with your images at the ready. For years, I would carry 4x6 cards, a stack of them, in my pocket. So when somebody asked me what I did for a living, I could show them, not just tell them or give them a generic business card. I could show them exactly what I did. And they could take that home and put it in a file or hang it up. And quite often, when it was professional art directors or marketers, they would put it in their file for use down the road. Because when they need a new photographer, they often have a folder that they go to find the right photographer for their new project. As I mentioned a few moments ago, the people who know you are most likely to refer you. And that is true not just of the people that you knew years ago, but people that you're working with right now. Your current target market, the people who already trust you and use you right now for photography. Give them permission to share your information. Give them the tools to let other people within that target market know. Many art buyers, many photography buyers depend on referrals that they can trust from people that they trust. And if you give the people the right tools to refer you, chances are you're going to win the opportunity. Many photography buyers use stock photography sites, such as Adobe Stock, to help find new imagery, new styles, and new photographers. If a photo buyer continuously sees the same name under photographs that they appreciate, chances go up that they'll hire that photographer for a future assignment. Now, not every photo buyer uses the exact same sites, so it's good to have your work across many different photography sites. Some are social media based, some are stock photography based. There are many different places that you can put your photography. Now, test the waters in each one until you find a home. However, it's good to be out there on top of having your own website. Hey, what stock site would you recommend? Yes, postcards still work if the work is relevant to that photography buyer. So don't just shotgun postcards everywhere. Be very strategic and make sure you're sending the right images to the right people. The same goes for email. Creating your own list is the best way to go. However, there are services that can put you in front of photography buyers around the country. But again, you need to make sure that you're strategic and that you're sending the right message and right images to the right people. Try to meet art buyers in person. Emails are fine, postcards are good, and even social media connections can be very helpful. However, when you meet somebody in person, that relationship is much stronger. So when an art buyer or photography buyer is thinking through the photographers they might want to consider, those personal relationships will give you an advantage. Once again, being strategic. Photography contests. Not only can you get your work prominently shown online or in magazines, but you can also get your work shown in front of the right people. Who are the right people? What about the judges? Quite often, the judges are very prominent people within specific industries, photography or other industries that you may be targeting. So take a look, see who is judging the photography contest and submit your work strategically. These strategies are very helpful to help develop awareness of your photography and to help photo buyers find you. However, there's one thing you must do, because if you don't do this one thing, it doesn't matter how many strategies you use, they very well may fall flat. You'll get noticed, but then you very well may get forgotten. That one thing, follow up. Hey, I'll see you in the next video.